Alright, I've been busy, guys. So, videos, I haven't posted much videos lately, but I just got out of work a little early today, so I'm gonna go down, get a whole canal strip. I'm gonna go down and try the whopper plopper. See if I can get any love. I've been up since 5 this morning, and it's the heat of the day now, which, as you can tell, I just overcasted that big time. I knew I was gonna be sloppy on my first cast. I always am. So we're gonna switch over to watermelon candy. That's the other color. I know the color that they like. Had a lot of good luck on like stuff like this. This is watermelon red flake, but this one has a tail. But I don't think that really matters, to be honest with you. I don't think it matters. So I'm probably gonna drive. I'm probably gonna drive down to the corner, make it a little easier so I don't have to walk as far. Set this. Let's just set you on the floorboard. It's not too hot yet. You can melt. This hooks right here. I don't know if I have any weights. No, they're not in there. Ugh. The gulp's gonna keep leaking. Because they make these gulps, those gulp minnows, the little ones, and they always tend to leak, like the little bag and stuff. All right. There's the money right here. It says small lead. I don't need a big lid. You don't need a big one at all. You just want it to sink. You just give it a couple little tugs, you know. Which a baitcaster, I've never used weedless worm on a baitcaster, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. This is 3/0. So 3/0 is probably a good size. I was thinking 4/0, but 4/0 bass mouths are pretty big regardless. So if they're gonna slam something and eat it, they're gonna slam and eat it. So hot out, dude. Why is it gotta be 100 degrees out? I want to get a nice day to go fishing and it's so hot out. So I'm leaving these windows cracked. I don't want my stuff melting. It's that hot. And that's good. Good to go. And we're gonna try some to eat. Ah, I got a hook in my finger. Eventually I'll have like scrape marks going across this whole top just because I set fishing poles up there all the time. So these I'll break this, pull this way. There we go. That was a sloppy break. That was a very sloppy break, but I'll fix that. As long as it's sealed on break, I'm good. And we're good. I put the natural oils on there so you don't get the nasty smell of human fingers on your stuff. So we're gonna go just like this. So they don't put the indent on this one, but I figured it out pretty easy. If there's no indent, you can go anywhere you want on it. So you pinch it just like that. Boom, just like that. So you want the tip, go the tip out, push back in, there you are. Just like that, so it's perfectly straight. You have nothing to worry about after that. Perfectly weedless now, look at that. Ooh, hoo, hoo. I'm gonna cast out right over here real quick. Oh, and put this up. Put this in here because we're gonna be moving toward the lily pads here in a second. And that's a saltwater reel. So I use when I go saltwater fishing, but it works both for both. So. I just want to try this out real quick, see if I can get any luck. And then we'll go down. Then we'll go work our magic down this strip where all the weeds are. So I've had real good luck down there. I don't know how far I'm gonna be able to cast with this, to be honest with you. Let me loosen that a little bit. Feels like it's decent. Not as far as I'd like, but so I want to get to the grass bed to the left of me, because that's where the fish I know are hanging out. As long as it's weedless. Oh yeah, the action on that looks good. Ooh, I like it. Ah, so light. It's so light. I gotta figure out how to get it out there. Without falling in the water. It's not going where I want. Try to get more power, I'm going to the right. So I need to figure out, probably stand over there. That'd probably be golden. But I don't know what the grass structure looks like underneath here either. Could be decent. Could be a clunker hanging out like right over here. You never know. Get something's attention, and it'll power bomb this thing. Oh yeah. Nobody needs to tell me I'm doing bad, I know. Put it right in the freaking thing. The only thing I hate about weedless, man, you get it right on there, but if you get it, sometimes weedless, if you get it right on the lily pad, you're going to snag up on the lily pad. It's like a bite almost. I think I just did that. I did exactly what I was just talking about. Oh, it caught me a tree. Caught me a tree. There you go. It's probably still weedless too. My weight just got hit on that. The only thing that sucks about these. There we go. See that grass bit over here? I really just need to drive down here and go down there, but you know I'm stubborn. I'm so stubborn. I'm one of those people that knows there's fish here. So instead of just taking and going somewhere where I know. Ooh. Not sure if I hit a lily pad or how to hit. I have no idea what that was. Couldn't tell if I was gonna hit her. Fish on, baby. Whoa, come on, it's a big pike. I mean, a big gar. Oh, he just annihilated my worm, dude. I thought that was a bass. I was like, man, he's striking it weird. This guy's hitting weird. That big old gar. Yeah, we don't have pike here. We have gar. But that was a big gar. That was a monster gar. I just hit weeds. Man, he annihilated it though. He hit hard. I was like, what is that? I felt the tug and I felt it go away and I felt the tug again. I'm like, it's a fish. It's gotta be a fish. Hungry fish too. And it looks like the gar are dominant right now, which is kind of weird. Normally I wouldn't catch gar here. The most of the time I catch gar would be another retention pond way that way somewhere, and then there's gar on the other side over there. Over here is more bass territory. That's just my opinion, but who knows. Ooh, them weeds are liking grabbing me right there. So we're gonna go down this canal piece and just try down here. Let's just move the Jeep and see if I can test my luck. So I'm not casting. I should have put the little heavier weight on there, but I didn't put the heavy weight on. That was the first fail of the day right there. I should have put my heavy weight on so I can get a little further out on it. Problem is I just don't want to be too heavy because I don't want it to smack the bottom, not get the fish's attention, just go right by them, you know. Something I can move a little easier so it goes up, drops down, up, down, up, down, and then fish action, you know. But with this lightweight, I think it's going to work better in this area over here. So let's just jump in the Jeep and go this direction real quick. I should get luck over here. Wish I could catch a fish sooner, guys, but it's the heat of the day. Like I said, I shouldn't have is that? I shouldn't have came out here. Well, either way, I'm kind of antsy. I just wanted to fish. It's like, oh, you should go fishing early morning while I was working, bro. If you do and you have a job, you can't just say I should take off every day, but you can't. It's the only way I can pay for this stuff. If I didn't work, I wouldn't be able to pay for any of this stuff. I'd be broke. Everybody knows being broke, you can't do nothing. I don't need my seatbelt on. We're just going right up here. drift sometimes. Alright. So right here is good. I took it out of the 4-wheel drive so I can spin my back tire. It's always fun to spin your back tires. Every once in a while it's fun just to spin through there. If you ain't spinning, you ain't living. Alright. Oh yeah, this looks like bass territory here. So I'm gonna put this on because I know my luck. I'm gonna put these in my pocket because my luck, I snap my line. I'll catch one of them weeds one time. And as soon as I do it, snap, there's my line, snap, there goes my line. Then again, I'm surprised I didn't snap my line. Ooh, look at that bass chilling right there. You ready for this, guys? I don't know if you guys can see that bass or not. He's chilling. Oh, he ate it. He ate it. Ah, yes. He ate it. Oh, he spit it. Ah, look at him. It's a whole school of them. Oh, that's freaking awesome. I seen him sitting there. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna try to cast right over this bad boy. He ate it too. I just didn't get the hook in him. Ah, man. Good to know they're here though. That must have been mama. They got the babies and mama. And he gobbled that though. It's not as weedy as I remember. I think it goes way further. I think I'm short. So I'm gonna walk the rest of the way. That's why I grabbed the oh, look at that little guy. He's about to eat it too. Until he saw me. So man. And we have here in Florida where I'm at, we have these paper trees. And these things are not supposed to be here, of course. And you can't burn them because they're poisonous, but they're everywhere. See, whoever owns a lot over here cleared out. They cleared out everything over there. So that's all private land, farmland over there. So people still find a way to get over there. I don't know how, but for me to get over there, I just take my kayak across the canal. But there ain't nothing. This pond goes to it connects, if you keep going that way, it connects to over there in another pond, which the pond, I don't know if it goes to another lake, but it'd be pretty interesting. Oh, that was a horrible cast. It'd be pretty interesting to know like where it goes, but I don't know how the fish are over there. I just know the fish action over here is decent sometimes, depending. I just need to figure out, get this wheat off of here real quick. Yeah, there we go. Weeds off. So we're gonna go. Ooh, this looks decent. That was bad cast. Just awkward casting for me today. Just need to get it right in position where a fish might be hanging out. Get it right where they're hanging out, they might hit. Or if you get caught up on a lily pad somehow. I don't know. I think it's my weed that's catching on stuff. You just put gunk on me. I'll get over that. Yeah, weed hook showing. As soon as that hook gets knocked out of there, man, it's all trouble after that. Alright, let's cut around here. See, people are still littering, I see that. Scrap metal, whatever they're doing. People are horrible. Like, I can go places and clean them up. I clean them up once a week. It still make a little bit of a difference, but these people come out here and they litter more than you clean up. So it's very hard to keep up with sometimes. There you go, about time I had a decent cast to the other side. Something's feeding over there. Oh, I think I had something playing with it. I had to rip its, try not to rip their face off, but you feel something biting. Oh, look at these little bass hanging out right in front of me. And they're gonna attack it. This grass is like grabbing onto the bottom of this hook, right where it reaches. Like it's not even going on the hook piece, the tip. I think it's just too hot right now. Look at this bass just hanging out right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Pretty decent sized bass. Well, decent as in it's not like tiny. Not big, but it's not tiny. It's just a nice day to get out sometimes. There's a lot of bass around here, so that's cool. Look at this guy. He might hit it. They just like that shine. They like that sparkle. Something about that sparkle turns these bass. These bass go nuts over a little sparkle candy red. There's a bass right here, hanging out with bluegills. Oh, that's a cichlid. Oh, big old cichlid just hit it. That's a, I think it's a man cichlid. Not positive. But the man cichlids are, dang it, man. How? These male cichlids are like super aggressive, man. They pretty much anything, if it's in their face, they'll hit it, you know? Just how these fish are. I don't know why they're like that, but they're just so aggressive. Funny catch though. Yeah, it's better to cast down the line instead of in the line. You're more likely to get a hit, but I don't know. I see little fish, I'm just like, let's catch one of them. And it never works out the way I want it to. Most of my luck's been like the heat of the day, believe it or not. My biggest fish, heat of the day or early morning. Sunset, I've never really fished at sunset. I like to be home and relaxed, eat dinner, sunset. Oh man, that sounded good over there. I have to go over there and see what that is. Oh, fishies. I know one of you guys might be interested somewhere through here. I have a sweet farmer stand when I get done today. Yes, sir. So that was a good fish, whatever that was that jumped over there. But you never know. Ooh. Scared something. You really never know where the fish we're going to be hanging out at. You never know. You can get it just the right spot, right time. And a fish sees it and just catches their eye, and they do that. They do that, what would the word be? It's not much of a, not really a hungry strike. It's more of like a surprise strike. Like, hey, got me by surprise, so I bit it. Because it looked appetizing. Look at the bluegill. There's a bass bait right there. Oh, look at that bass. See this bass just swimming around, man? Of course, he's not attacking anything. Oh, little baby bass just came after it. Bluegill's coming after it. Bass coming over, check it out. What is that? A bass hanging out in the grass right here? This place is loaded with little bass. Oh, come on. Really? It wasn't even a... That's just stupid. The weight just caught that weed. Look at all these little bass, man. They're all over the place. And my hook's just coming off here. Oh, man. I'm just ripping this thing apart. I'll put the, if I catch anything good, I'll put it in the description. It'll be on the description title. I should have said that off the beginning. It's the first thing I should have said, but you know. I'm Brandon, dude. My name's Brandon. Oh, that bass is just chilling, man. He just keeps swimming by and looking at me. He knows I'm here, too. I don't know if he saw it or not, or if he's even looking at it. It'd be cool if he's looking at it, but I highly doubt it. Ah, I knew I was gonna hit that freaking tree as soon as I looked at it. That's irritating. Get away from these trees. I can't even cast side-armed. There you go. Yeah, not that much weight on this. This thing just feels weird to cast. I got a little side knot on it for my bad cast right there. It's kind of like what's that thing called where you cast out and you get the knot in the line. Yeah, see, I just messed up bad. So I'm thinking about getting the line, get it fixed, and I cast it further out. So it's easy to fix though. You just pull out slow. Just pull it out nice and slow. Then you take it. Once you get to a certain point, once you feel it's flat, just like that, then you pop it back in. You just put your finger, make sure your finger's on your line, not wrapped around your line. See, look at this. How do I do this? That's gonna be, there we go. Okay, problem fixed. So that's gonna be a problem. Okay, cool, fixed. Now you have tension back on the line. On my lily pads? Yeah, of course. Of course. It's always on the lily pads. I might have a fish. Okay. I have a fish. A nice fish. Wow. Holy crap, dude. I got a big fish. Dude, I thought I was snagged. Oh, nice. Let's get him in here. Holy crap, dude. He just straight up ate it. I mean, he ate it. I have my drag a little loose because you don't want to snap your line, especially with a... As long as I can pull him through the lily pads, I'm good. I'll let him pull some line. Because he's gonna pull. He's gonna pull. Come on, man. Let's get you back this way. Come on, dude. I'm gonna let... he's still on there, so I'm gonna let him get loose. I'm gonna let him pull some line. Come on, dude, start swimming with it. There we go. That's what I want. So start swimming. There we go. Start swimming. If you start swimming, he'll loosen me out of the weeds. I'll be able to pull him out of there. There we go. Got him. Come on, big boy. Don't do this to me. Don't make this hard, dude. Dude, I'll come in that water. It's a 10-pound test, but I'll come in the water, dude. I ain't scared to come in the water and get you. All right, guys. Come here, Bassy. You're coming to daddy. Oh, yeah, he's a hog. Oh, look at you. Woo! Did you swallow that or what? Look at the size of this guy. Oh, no. No. You swallowed my hook. I need that back, man. Yeah, he's a big boy. Well, I thought I was snagged. I was like, man, this just feels weird. I didn't realize he gobbled it. Gobbled it good. You got it right in your throat. Try not to rip out your throat, dude. So the safest way to do this would be just cut the... What I'm gonna do, let's get my hand in there. I have to put you back in the water for a second. I'm thinking I'm just gonna take my pliers and just cut the, I'm just gonna cut the hook. I just put a new hook on, dude. Screw it. Actually, I can twist that around. This is a fail on my part, because I should be able to get the hook out faster. I just don't want to rip his stomach out, you know? Let's put you in the water real quick, get you some oxygen real quick. I know, dude. I know. Don't worry. You ain't gonna die on my watch. I'm your buddy. I love bass like you. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. And how did you get that so good? Well, you swallowed that thing. I just don't want to rip out your stomach, man. Don't you understand? You gotta understand me. And it's me bleeding, by the way. Freaking sliced my knuckles with his gill plate. Yeah, the heat of the moment, it doesn't really bother me. So I want to pull it out this way through his gill plate. But he has some sharp, you believe it or not, bass actually have some sharp little teeth on them. But they're, he's not too happy with me. I don't blame him. I wouldn't be happy with me either. He's biting down on me. Open up. Shouldn't take me this long to release a fish, but you know, sometimes you just gotta get in there. Ouch. I just want to cut the hook. I just want to cut the hook, dude. Like, I just don't want to cut his gill plate. This might be easier is to cut the hook. So hook will rust out. Damn it, dude. Hooked me too good. Razor sharp teeth. Okay. I'm gonna pull it forward. Just gonna loop it. I know I'm failing. This fish, this poor fish. This barb, dude, the barb is such a pain in the butt. Problem is I can't get this thing off the... Sometimes it's hard to get that hook off of there, you know what I mean? He's still breathing, so I know I make sure he gets some air. I know he's still fine. As long as I keep him in the water when I try to get this hook out. I'm just trying to get his hook out as safe as possible without ripping his throat out. He's still breathing. I feel his tongue pulsating, so I'm not worried about him. I'm more worried about the hook hurting him, you know what I mean? So I was thinking about cutting it, but I don't want to cut it if I can get it out. Wow, I keep catching on. What am I hooking on? Try to rip it this way, get that barb past. There we go. Yes, got the barb past. Oh, look at you. He's a toad. He's a beautiful fish. All right, you ready? I'm sorry, dude. Could have did that a little smoother, huh? Yeah. Definitely could do that a little smoother. And he's free. Look at him. There he goes. Wow, he's a nice fish. Well, it took me a little longer than I wanted to get him off, but I didn't want to rip his throat out. I try to do it as safe as possible. I care about the fish as much as anybody else who care about a fish, if they actually care about a fish, you know? If that makes sense. Boy, I didn't snap my line either. I thought he was gonna snap my line for a little bit. And he was pulling pretty good. But you make a sacrifice, you go in the water if you have to, so we can get one of them bad boys out. He probably would have been a fun fight on the kayak. This tells you they're here. It's just rookie me not be able to get them off a hook. That's embarrassing. But as long as you get them off the hook and they're swimming away and they're not bleeding, which I had to pull it. What I had to do is I had to pull it because it was in his throat. It's in his throat plate where it's soft tissue, and you just don't want to rip that out. You really don't. Ripping that out will cause a fish to bleed out. And I've seen it happen by accident a few times. But I had him hooked pretty well. He wasn't getting off of there. Woohoo! And that was awesome. That's the kind of day I want right there. Heat of the day, and see, if I didn't do that with my line, he probably wouldn't have bit that. He was just sitting there with it in his mouth. He didn't know. He didn't know that it was attached to something. He just said, "What the hell is that?" That was freaking me fixing a freaking issue with the line. Then I have that beast on there. I love this place because I catch bass like that every time I come here. If it's not every time I come here, it's every other time I come here I catch a nice bass. And I don't keep bass. I think about keeping bass sometimes, especially when I feel like they're hurt or I hurt them, which they can't feel pain because, you know what I mean, it's a fish. But I don't know if that's a fish. No. Felt something on there. I thought maybe it was a fish. weed. There's what I felt right there. Something's hitting over here though. There, see the action on the shoreline? And I cast it right over it. Ready? Ready for this, guys? Ooh, I think one hit. Fish on. I knew I fell. I was like, oh, look at the little action over there. Oh, he's such a little cute guy. The one I just caught would have ate you, dude. The one I just caught would have ate you. Much easier to release him. Much easier to release him, dude. Whew. The other guy, he sliced. Actually, yeah, he got my knuckle pretty good, but it's not the first time. I put my fish right. I put my hand right in their mouth and try to get that hook out. You know, if I can't do it with the pliers, I put my hand in there. I ain't scared of no fish. Especially nice bass. Those bass, I just love those fish. Such beautiful freaking fish. I just had a hit. Man, the fish are all through here. Took me a lot longer. I really wish I can get a fish off faster, but as long as I keep them in the water and they can breathe, I mean, that's all I really care about. In the end of the day, I don't care how long it takes to get a fish off, as long as they're safe. See, some of you guys catch some big fish on your on some of the videos I watch. These guys catch big bass, but who knows how long they were fishing before they caught one like that. I'm just happy with one fish sometimes. Oh, I just had a hit right at the start. Oh yeah. I knew I felt a little bite. I think he got off. I think he got off. He put me in a weed. Yeah, there's nothing pulling back. Oh yeah, he put me in a weed big time. My hook went right into that lily pad. And that's why I put extra line in there, because this is what happens. Is my hook still on there? What is that? Oh, sweet. I just lost my lures. See these knots? I run this 10-pound mono, and you see how much force I'm putting into my poles when I hit those weeds, and I'm not breaking off. I mean, braided line's not necessary in my opinion. You just gotta not go crazy with it. As long as you're not going like a psychopath on it. Keep in mind, if you guys like this Shimano SLX series, they're really good, but you got to watch that nozzle when you loosen and tighten your drag. Your casting output, the sensitivity and weight. That sucker, if you put it too loose, it'll fall right off and you won't find it. I almost had that happen. To me. I had found it. It was right next to my kayak. Thankfully, I was on shore too. I was chilling right on the shoreline, and there it is. It's like, sweet. Excuse me. So the fish are hitting right on the shorelines. As soon as you put it in the water, they're right on it. I wasn't expecting that big boy though. I was expecting a lot smaller. I have caught big bass in this area though, right over here. So I think they're anywhere you can think of. I think there's big bass in here. Anywhere. Let's go back over here. I know there's more than one. I saw two swirls, so it was a male and a female. Who knows if they're both hungry or not, but it wasn't just a female or a male. Or oh, I saw some movement in the water in front of me. I might get a hit. There it goes. Saw that line going. Sometimes it's hard to tell from the drop of the weight. Yeah, the drop of the weight that goes out, but if you don't slack on the line, you see your line just go out like crazy on a random like tug out of nowhere. You gotta most likely have something playing with it. And this place is a lot more fish than it used to be. Like when I came here months ago, I was slamming. I think my first video was in here, to be honest with you. And then I came here like a week after that. I was gonna just fish, just have fun. Cast out a few times, and there's like 3 cars parked here, and I was just like, yeah, I'll pass, because they'll see what I'm doing. They'll see what lures I'm using. They'll see what I'm doing, and then they'll want to fish with the same stuff I'm doing, but no catch to keep. So if I can do it where people don't figure out what I'm using, and I'm not sure if that's, I know I felt something, but there we go. Figured it was just a weed. Big weed. It's just so peaceful out here, you know? Sometimes I just come out here just to get away from everything. Yeah, there's no way. Ooh, I see a lot of action right there. Not action, but you see the water movement. Something going on there. You really never know when you're gonna get something's attention. They always seem to get me. Whenever I get a lot of hits is usually when I mess up. No, it's not pulling. I don't know what I could be snagged on. There we go. But when you least expect it, it's when you're gonna get a nice fish. It's always when you least expect it. And this, if I get a fish here, I'm gonna have to go in there. I'm gonna have to sacrifice. I got a pea coming too. Get out of there, weed. That's my purse, I don't know you. Oh, smack that shore. Now find them fishies for me, man. Yeah, if they hang out by the shoreline, they see your lure go, they see your worm go into the water and not smack the water right by the shoreline, you have like, I don't know what the percentage is, but I know you have a higher chance of hooking up if there's a fish right there. Just think about it. There's no splash going in the water in front of them unless they're really hungry, and it kind of, unless there's tree structure and they think it fell out of the tree, or you know what I mean. There's always a weird way with fish, and what am I doing? Look at this. Boy, I am. There we go. I'm just all over the place with that. Right on the grass line. Fish hanging out right underneath, and I'm gonna get hit. When he pulled that first tug, when he pulled on it, I knew he was a decent fish. You get that pull, you know. You just know. Not far enough in. Man, he felt like a good fish. And I failed. Oh, that was my fault. Guarantee I was just overlapped and I just did that. Felt something hit. There we go. Man, he felt like a nice fish too, man. Not as good as the first one. The first one was pulling way harder. Then again though, I've caught some big fish that were lazy. When I mean lazy, I mean you think it's a small fish until it gets close right next to you, and then you start feeling it tugging, you're like, wow, it's a pretty good fish, you know. And I still didn't break my line yet, so I'm very surprised about that. Thought I snapped off by now. There's a gar right there or something. I don't know what that is. I'll find out. I'll find out because it'll probably bite this. Ooh. There's a feeder right there. It's hard to believe that they're feeding at noontime like a lot of people. I don't think it matters what time you guys fish as long as you're using the right bait. Presentation, man. Dang it. But they're hard to hook up here, especially when they're like that. That guy pulled me. He was little, that one. The only reason I think he was little is I saw that splash. He didn't look big. Oh, why is that happening, dude? I'm not sure what it's getting caught up on. I know I'm catching up on something when I'm casting because it's I hear it hit. I'm hearing it smacking on something. I don't know, maybe it's just me not paying attention to what I'm doing. Okay, flukes over. Much better. Excuse me. Man, they're making me want to go over there. Oh yeah, I'm going that way. That just sounds so good. Just the sounds that I'm hearing are making me excited. You're making me very excited. And there's fish feeding, and I'm gonna squat down just to get a little. What is that? Oh, he's running. I need to tighten my drag, dude. I feel I'm running right to the weeds, and I'm like, how come I can't pull him? Hey, nobody. Hey, little guy. Sometimes these small fish are just as fun as the big fish, man. I don't care what anybody says. You can tell me they're dinks or whatever they want to call them. They're fun. They're fun to catch. Some of these dinks fight harder. Ooh. I think I had a hit already. So I tightened my drag because I didn't want to, I just don't want a big boy hitting, snapping my line. This place is just full of excitement every time I come here. Full of action. You never know what you're gonna get. There's a baby gator here once. Why is my hook coming out? How did I do that? I don't even know what just happened there. I have a feeling there's gonna be a clunker over here. 10 points, lunker. Is that what they call them, lunkers? I just call them nice bass. I call them toads. I call bass toads. Everybody uses different wording, but big bass I just call it a toad. Everybody's like, what the hell are you talking about? I said, that's a nice toad right there. And they're like, what? This guy must be from the south. Must be from the south. He's talking crazy. Dang old Florida boy. Dang old Florida boy, don't know what they're talking about. See, I should hit the shoreline over there and then pull it in, but I'm a savage. I figure if a fish is there though and he sees it, he's gonna want it. Right now, ooh, not sure what that was. I think I just hit a weed. I don't know, I think there's grass bed. I think there's grass bed all through here, but it's in weird spots. Like, see, my hook keeps showing. That's kind of irritating me. popping it in there, but it keeps coming out. See, this is what's happening. Okay. See, I wasn't paying attention to that. My weight's sliding all the way up. Alright, crouch down. That's what I did earlier, and I had a fish on right away. It's a good luck crouch. Nope, no love this time. Dang nabbit. But I know there's some action down here, so I know I'll get some love. I'll get some love through here somewhere. Don't know where, but I'm gonna get some love. It's gonna find me. See, somebody went through here. You see this mash? It's either a big alligator or a big boat or a kayak or something. You see that? Probably a John boat, maybe. See the mash down on that? Ooh, what the heck was that? I don't know if that just bit my line or if that was a fish biting the lure. Dude, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna get irritated. I'm missing such easy hits. No, it's just not easy hits. They're just like, they're unexpected and they're not exactly hitting the hook. They're hitting like, they kind of hit next to it. It's not like saltwater. Saltwater I can run. Oh yeah. It's a good fish. Yeah, saltwater I can run circle hooks and they hook themselves, you know? Yeah. I'm gonna pull out a little bit so I can get out of them grass bed. There we go. Pull. Oh, okay, let him out of the grass bed. Loosen my drag. There we go. Get out of there. Help me out, brother. Go to the left, go do something. Which way you going? You going straight down? Help me out, dude. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate that. Man, he's pulling. He pulled me straight down into it. There we go. Let's just pull you right out of the water, dude. Pull you straight up out of there. Ready? All right, ready? You gotta make me come in the water again, dude. Make me come in the water again. You're not even that big. Ooh, this water stinks. This area stinks, bro. Ugh. Ugh. It's rankedy. It's rankedy over here, boy. All right. Look at that. Such a beautiful guy. I talk to these fish like they're my buddies, you know? Wow, he's such a beauty. He's not as big as the other guy, but he's a beauty. All right. And you're gonna get released a lot better than the other guy because you can actually get some air and you didn't get tired out. Woo! 2, baby. That one hit nice. Hit real nice. Man, it's either cichlids or bass. And I just love the hits on some of these bass. But it makes you have to go in the water. That's why I like being on kayak. So I don't have to do that on kayak. I can just straight up kayak, I can just straight paddle to them. Whew, that was a nice fish. And number 2, baby. I had my drag way too loose. Like, I didn't want to rip his, I don't want to rip him out of the water, you know, but you don't want to let him. But I want to make sure I get him out of the weed bed because there's no way I'm walking out there to get one of these off the hook. That'd be just stupid. And this is a lot further than earlier, so I got a nice fisher here. I might be in trouble. I might just have to manhandle it in or drag him over to the left. Oh, he got off. Man, I felt him pulling. Whew. I definitely felt a pull on that one. See the bubbles? I don't know if that means he was pulling onto something or if I hit something. Maybe I didn't have a fish, but I swear I felt it pulling back. Could be tripping. Could be tripping. Every once in a while I'll catch a weed thinking it's a fish. But I swear, sometimes these weeds pull back. I swear. These weeds don't mess around. Ooh, is that a love tap? No, that wasn't a love tap.